college and study computer technician and play basketball at the same time and soccer.
That's all. All right, we got Tanero Ferguson.
Good morning, Bombers. My name is Geno Ferguson. I'm 17 years old. I attend Noble Preparatory Academy. This is my first year, and it was a big step, because knowing that Noble Preparatory Academy, I love basketball, and we wasn't playing basketball, but knowing that I have a bright future ahead of me in Niagara College, because I'm in grade 12. It's very easy, and my grades have been higher than ever in any school that I have attended. My future goals is to play pro ball, and I also want to be an entrepreneur, think of entrepreneur. And I'm staying focused. I'm being a leader to my new school. And that's just it.
All right, good stuff. Gary Pettifer.
Hey, my name is Gary Pettifer. I'm in the 12th grade. This is my first year at Noble Preparatory, and I made a big step from switching schools. I previously attended C.R. Walker, and well, I have been attending Noble Preparatory. I've seen big changes in my grades. More, I finally brought up my grades to acceptable standing point, where that my parents they proud of that and they see the growth in me. Then my future goal when I graduate from Noble Preparatory is to go to Niagara College and study computer science. That's basically it.
All right, of course, we've got Jamal. He says he's the future. Borrow, sir.
Good morning, Bahamas. My name is Shamal, the Future Bars. I'm a 9th grader. I attend the school of Noble Preparatory Academy. I've been playing the sport of basketball from I was 6 years of age, and I was under Coach Geno Bullard when I was 10 years old, and he has molded me into the young man that I am today, as long as my parents and my fellow siblings, as he guided me on to being successful and showed me the right way. As I started off on the wrong track in school, wasn't doing my work as I should, and for me, put the game of basketball in my hand and taught me how to actually play the game from the Saturday mornings at Westminster College from 7 o'clock. I've been with Coach Geno Bullard basically all my life. He's been my only coach. He has been a great mentor, a great role model. I've seen him help other young players that were struggling and needed help in their life, as well as he helped me. My grades are very acceptable. I've achieved over a 3.5 average from I attend Noble Preparatory Academy, and I've never done it before. My parents has been highly proud of me. It's a point that all they can do is cry with joy, and it makes me feel like a young man that I am today, showing the other young children that looks up to me, even elderly children that looks up to me, the right way, and try to guide them onto the right path. As I am a young individual, I train with some of the young players, even from Temple Christian, Najee Weiner. He looks up to me very as a big brother, as a mentor, as a role model. Me and him train early Saturday mornings from 6 o'clock, running the sun, shooting 300 shots, running the fort. But it's been a great path for me, and my main goal is to make it to the NBA. But if that doesn't happen, there always has to be a plan B, and that's I'll take up business, either business management or business accounting. But I have a lot of time to think about that because I'm still in grade 9. I'm 14 years old, and I always said to myself that if I were to make it, I would prefer to give back to my community and help young children to succeed in their life and look at me as if I can achieve something, they can achieve it as well. It's not a failure dream. Once you put your mind to something, you can always accomplish it.
All right. Boy, I'd like to meet some of them elderly young people that you've met. But tell us a little bit about your background. the neighborhoods that you guys come from. Describe it and how you think that you can impact it, make it better in the future after you're successful in some of your goals.
I live in Stapleton Gardens. My background, as I come from Major Nash, I live in Stapleton Gardens is horrible. But through all that, I stay on a positive path and a noble ballers. But from being playing basketball with Noble, he take me off the streets from doing negative things. Cause on Fridays you have no time to go to do no foolishness. Let's go to practice from 6 o'clock straight to 12 o'clock. So I have nothing else to do home. Nothing else to do home than rather go to practice. So it's just taking me off the streets. That's it.
I am from Nassau Village. My background wasn't good at all. I used to hang out with friends, hang out with bad company. Never took the time out to study or do my work. I just really didn't care. All I wanted to do was play ball. But I knew something had to come with that, and that was the academics. That's why I had to make that big step in Noble Preparatory Academy. I mean, like Delroy said, basketball took me out of trouble plenty of times. The times when I could have been hanging out with bad company, doing bad stuff, I took the time out to just go on the court, shoot around, practice, work hard, just to better my future.
Of course, Gary.
I'm from Apple Street, that's in Wolf Road area. The time here, seeing that we here at school from 1 o'clock to 6, that took me away from my neighborhood. Very good way, because now I have less time to be with friends doing negative stuff. And so my background, I came from people who they just like going with how it looks. They don't try to go out there and experience life and look to better their future. They just go on with the flow that since their parents couldn't make it, they can't make it neither, and then they just living up to that. So that's what Noble Preparatory did for me. They teach me to not only that what you want to do, you have to prepare for it, but you have to prepare properly. There's a difference between preparing and just preparing properly. So Noble Preparatory has taught me that, and it's brought me from my neighborhood where I could be doing different things, but during the school hours I'm here doing my work, and when I get home from school I don't go outside anymore. It's just school work, and that's what Noble did for me.
All right, of course, the future.
Well, my background as a young individual growing up, I would say I came from a family that wanted to make their children something in the future. As I have older brothers and sisters who are doing something great with their lives, and like my sister, she's in Canada right now. She was under Coach Geno Bullard. She's graduating this year. She has taken business accounting, and she scored one of the highest average ever in the Canadian system, and she will be graduating this year. And my eldest brother, Marvin Burroughs, he is in Florida International University. He's studying civil engineering, and he will be graduating in 2014. But they have showed me a lot, and I've been around drug influence, but I never did drugs. My community is so people. It's a lot of negativity, but they look up to me, and I try to even help some of the young men and try to tell them that's the wrong thing to do, or you should be doing this. And they listen to me for a sort of while, but they go right back there because they're influenced and inflicted with so many young men that isn't guided in the right manner, and all them back on drugs doing the same thing. But I had to stay focused as an individual and not get influenced by them, but show them the right way. There's many older people than me who tried to give me drugs, but I never did. I just stayed focused and mentally stable.
All right, of course, Coach Bullard. Let's talk now about Noble School. I see the concentration really for the school in Canada. Let's talk about why the school in Canada, and if that's the only school. What's the connection between the two?
All right, I've been working with Naira College for the last 5 years.
Okay.
All right, I'm actually the person in charge of recruitment for the entire Caribbean. It means from Bermuda to the Bahamas to Jamaica, St. Kitts, all through the Caribbean. And what I've decided to do with my influence and connections that I have with the college is to try to bind everything that I'm doing, all the projects that I have going on, into one thing.
Okay.
And I actually have articulation agreements with the college that will allow us to transfer our students directly into the college once they have met our graduation requirements. And they accept our credits, they accept our diplomas, and it's very exciting because there it is that we can guarantee our students, a college education post-graduation. So it's not just now that, hey, you could score 30 points and, we could go to school. But now we have the incentive at Noble Preparatory Academy that the highest academic student, we give a full scholarship every year to the college. So now it's an incentive where you have a group of young men challenging themselves to be the best they can in their academics. You mentioned about our basketball history, and we've won a lot of basketball tournaments. We've won a lot of basketball games. We had undefeated seasons. We had many MVPs, many trophies. But at the end of the day, if you look at the trophy on the shelf, and once the season is done, most of the coaches and most of the schools walk away from the players.
Yeah.
So they still left hanging the hole in the bag, wondering what they're going to do. Just this past June, I had the privilege of assisting at least 6 or 7 students from different schools who I never coached before in my life to go to college. So this is something that is needed. We need to be able to offer more than just the pipe dream and saying that once you come and play for me, this is what I could give to you, and they know it's not true. So what we have at our school is a system that is preparing our athletes, especially the young men. And the society has been talking very bad about our young men, but here it is that we have graduated 100% of our students, and we have transitioned them to college last year in June. So this is what we want to do. We want to rehabilitate them. We want to put them in an environment where they can concentrate, where they have great leadership. And I think that it all starts with the leader. I have a very tight ship, and you can see the way I'm dressed, the way I have my students dressed, the way they carry themselves, the way they groom themselves is very important. Once they start to buy into your philosophy of what we are trying to achieve at the school, you can look around and see these young men are very well groomed. And that along help them with their self-esteem. So there's many different factors, like I said earlier, and helping to balance them not only in one area, which is basketball, but then like you listening to these guys give an interview. We even prep them with those stuff because in their future they're going to be, they're going to have to be able to be articulate enough to hold a conversation or like an interview you're doing right now. A lot of young men can't do that. So it's not just about playing basketball, but preparing these young men for their lives in the future.
Yeah, you're right. Guys, you're listening to the last shot, Mr.Feast here on ZSR 103.5. We're going to go to a break. We're coming back. Keep your dials locked. ZSR 103.5, the new voice of sports in the Bahamas. Stay tuned. We're coming back. Keep it locked.
That's what he said. That's what he said.